Okay guys, Mike, Affluent Journeys here. I apologize for the delay. The encoding system didn't work on the PC that I was going to use, so we're all going to switch over to a new stream. So I'm going to type that in for everyone who's watching. New stream. Let me go back to the main YouTube page. Close. Should be coming up here soon. All right, if you can hear me now, give me a thumbs up, please. All right, I see that we have some people watching now, so thanks for that, and I apologize for the technical difficulties here. It's my first live stream. Okay, I see some happy faces now from Jade and from JT. Okay, I see I have 4 people watching now. Let's wait and see if we get anyone else here just for a couple seconds. And then we'll get it started. And then what I'll do is I'll close the new link. So do we have 5 people on? Okay, so I'm going to close the old link. And then, let's see there. Just waiting on it. Okay, perfect. So we're live on the new stream. I had to switch over to the cell phone here because the encoding on the TV didn't work. So today's stream is open Q&A and new cruise announcements. So if you have any questions for me, whether it's about the new cruise announcement or just cruising in general, anything that's going on, I'd love to hear about it. And you can just type it in below there. And then I'll answer it, assuming it's a decent question. So let's get started. The new cruise announcement is I'm going to do my first cruise to Alaska next month, starting May 13. And although you've heard me say on my previous videos that I've worked for Regent, which I did, I've never actually cruised on Regent. I've been on board several of the cruise ships multiple times, but this is going to be my first actual Regent cruise. So it's going to be first time Alaska and first time Regent. And I'm going to be taking my mom on her first cruise in at least as long as I've been alive. I think she did one when I was a baby and I didn't go. So I'm going to take my mom on her first modern cruise as well, and of course Regent is a great cruise line. So I'm going to do it's an 11-day Alaska cruise. Yeah, it's going to start in San Francisco. That's where my mom lives, so convenient for her. And we're going to do 11 days all the way up and down, and then it's going to end up in Vancouver. And I'll be ending the cruise in Vancouver, and I'll probably hang out there a couple days. So that's the big new cruise announcement. I do have deals on Regent right now. It's if you look down on the Affluent Journeys Facebook page, they're doing a lot of blowouts for last minute Alaska and Caribbean. I think there's $1,000 shipboard credits. I asked my Regent liaison today if there's any other blowouts I should know about, and he says, if you're serious about doing one of those cruises, let me know and we'll make you a deal. So special deals there are happening. Also, my Crystal Cruises exclusive sale is back for the month of April, so now through April 29. If you're looking for any Crystal cruise that you see there on the list on affluentjourneys.com, let me know, and I have exclusive discounts on Crystal, which are very rare. So let's see, how's it going with some questions here? All right, let me see here. I don't see any questions. Oh, can I do a group cruise? Alex and Natalie. I can. I don't do a lot of groups. Not that I don't want to. I just don't get a lot. So when you're asking about a... sorry about that. I'm getting notifications from CNN and stuff. Most cruise lines, a group is 8 cabins or more, and they require 16 people. So like 1 person in a room or 3 people in a room doesn't count the same as 2 people in a room. And basically I'll give you those same benefits and then my other normal benefits that I would get going along with that as well. So if E-Trade Travel stock gets bought out, he's going on a Regent World Cruise. That's great. I actually have 2 Regent World Cruisers booked for next year, and possibly a 3rd is coming along as well. Hi Crystal, thanks for joining. My favorite cruise line, I would say now that my favorite cruise line to cruise on is probably going to be Celebrity. Although I did a cruise on Azamara a couple years ago and it was excellent. A little bit boring though because it's a smaller cruise ship, but I like the Azamara program. And I like cruising on Princess as well. They have excellent rates. And I like on Princess that you can do your own laundry. Celebrity, you can't do your own laundry. So another question from Crystal. And hey Joseph, thanks for tuning in. Are the gyms nice on the cruise ships? Yes, almost all the cruise ships have the newest top of the line equipment. The tour, I was on the Crystal Serenity 2 or 3 days ago. I didn't do a new video because they hadn't really changed anything since the last one, but they have the best techno gym equipment. A lot of them have Life Cycle or whatever they call it. So normally the gyms are excellent on every cruise ship. E-Trade Travel says Oasis of the Seas food is less than impressive. You know, I've cruised on Royal Caribbean maybe 8 or 9 times, maybe 10 times. And every time that I go on the new cruise, I think the food was better the last time, 6 months ago or a year ago. But Royal Caribbean runs the same dining program and the same menus on all their ships. The only difference is the specialty restaurants. All right, thanks for Glitter Crayon for joining, and RL Castro, hi to you. So we have some new people watching now, so I'll just restate the announcement. The new cruise announcement is what you see on the thumbnail there. That's why I said take a guess. So I'm doing a Regent cruise to Alaska. It's my first cruise on Regent and my first cruise to Alaska, and I'm taking my mom. Hey Jen, you say, hi, what are the rooms like? And that's on what? I'm not sure what cruise we're talking about there. Any tips for a lure up the seas? Wear good walking shoes, it's big. Go to Starbucks. Let's see here. Tina, thanks for joining. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so the Harmony of the Seas is better. So maybe sometimes you remember the food is fresher on the newer ship. I don't know. Let's see. All right, Glitter Crayon, first cruise on the Regal Princess coming up. So congrats to you on that. And I have tour videos on the Regal Princess. I'm sure you've seen them. And JT requesting single supplements. That's a good topic actually. The main cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Carnival, Celebrity, Holland America, this, that. Most of the time they don't have dollars per night and they let you put 2 in the room. If you put 3 in the room, they'll charge you more. If you only go in 1, they don't give you a discount most of the time. So the cruise rooms are really the same way, but they price it per person in order to make the price appear lower. So if it's $9.99 a person, what they're really saying is we want $19.98 per room. And if you're only 1 person, you may still end up paying that $19.98, but let's say you pay a supplement of 150%, you're paying $1,500, you're not paying a penalty of $500 because you're 1 person. you're actually getting a discount of $498 because they're giving you a break on what they really want on the room. So Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, for example, most of the time you're going to pay that full double occupancy rate, but you only pay the taxes for one. The better single supplements come on cruise. Sometimes the single supplements there are excellent, especially Crystal. They have supplements starting at 10% over the single person rate. Azamara has a good single program, normally 125%. Oceania Region are not as good. Normally their best supplement is 150%. I'm trying to think what else. Uniworld, if you're interested in their river cruises, sometimes they'll do a zero supplement. So on occasion you can find those as well. And Silversea has an excellent single program. They start at 110%. So let me see. Okay, so Jen was asking about the rooms. On Regent, everybody has a suite. There's no inside rooms or standard ocean views. Hey Allison, thanks for joining. So Jen asked a question, what are the rooms like on Regent? They have 4 different cruise ships. All 4 of them are a different build and model of ship. It's not like the Oasis and the Allure and the Harmony and the Symphony that are all the same. Regent has 4 different luxury cruise ships that are all small and different sizes, and the rooms are all different sizes on each ship. But generally on Regent, with their standard, everyone has a room of at least 300 square feet. And in the cruise business, that's generally considered to be a suite. It's not a regular stateroom. So we'll have the basic suite at least. If I'm lucky, I noticed the cruise wasn't very full. Maybe we'll get up to penthouse. But on the Mariner, it's on the Mariner before, so I'll take a video tour of it and you'll all see it then. And then if you look at my other Regent videos, you can see the ones I have on the Navigator or the new Seven Seas Explorer. And the rooms there are spectacular, especially on the Explorer. So let's see here. Yeah, it's telling me I have a bad connection. I'm sorry if I'm cutting out a bit, but I'm using my Wi-Fi right here in the house and I get 60 megabytes a second. Oh, Glitter Canyon says she watched them all. Make sure that you like them all too, and put your comments there. What did you like about the ship? What are you looking forward to? Anna, thanks for watching. You're going on the Azamara journey. You got the 125 single supplement. You got half off the second person. All right. And let's see here. Can I show my abs? No, this is not a beach video. I won't show my abs, but thanks for asking. NW Wilkie 1, how would you rate Celebrity against NCL? That's a good question. Let me take a drink here. Well, Celebrity and NCL are in 2 different market segments. NCL serves what's called the mass market or the contemporary segment, which would put them in competition with Royal Caribbean, Carnival, who else? Those are the big 3. Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, right? Those are the big 3 mass market lines. There's some other ones that we don't care about, like Carnival and MSC is a mass market line, Costa, this, that. So NCL has a freestyle program. They're all casual throughout. And NCL will typically have a lower price than, say, Royal Caribbean or Celebrity for that matter. But then you spend more while you're on board. They charge a little bit more for the drinks. Okay, back on. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so Norwegian serves the mass market. You spend less money to get on, but then you'll probably spend more money on board. Celebrity serves what's called the premium market. So that's 1 step higher than the mass market. And Celebrity is generally considered to be the highest of the premium lines in terms of ratings and quality. So they compete with Princess, Holland America. Trying to think what else. Those are the main areas. So Celebrity would be number 1 there. You may pay a little more up front, but not always. and then typically their main dining will be better. Their entertainment will be a little more upscale in nature, and the main difference is it's like the difference between going to the sports bar or the martini bar. So let's look here and see if we have some more questions. Yes, Jen, I will be making vlogs on the Alaska trip. And Allison, yes, I am single. And Earl Castro, you're welcome on the videos. Allison watched all the Regent videos. Thanks for that. Crystal, no, I've never been on a Disney cruise. I've been on the cruise ships. It's interesting. They get very nice ratings, Disney. They're right at the top. In fact, they're considered to be a premium line like Celebrities. So they may actually even be a little bit higher if you want a premium line. On the Disney Wonder, which is one of their older vessels, I actually did a tour video on it, but I said I didn't like the buffet because it was a boring buffet and nobody calls me to book Disney. So I learned from that video the better things I say about the cruises, the more business I get from it. I'm single because I work from home and I don't meet anybody. So hey, Michael Strikes, thanks for tuning in here. What do I think about the Celebrity Edge? You booked a Sky Suite. I think the Edge is going to be awesome. It's going to be the newest and latest, greatest thing. It's selling like hotcakes. If you want to, Mike, send me a copy of your invoice if you booked it direct with Celebrity and not through another travel agent, and I'll tell you what I can do to improve on the deal. Jen says I should do a Disney cruise when I become a family man, which is not something that I'm against. I will absolutely do one. Can I do a tour of the garden villas on the Norwegian Jade or Star? Those two cruise ships are not here in the area very often, but I'll put in a request if I can do that on one of the older class ships. I've been on the Pearl. I did the Sail Across the Sun charter cruise, which is like Train the Rock Band, and it's like a music cruise. So I did that, and I did a tour on the Pearl, but I wasn't staying in the Haven or the whatever they call it, the suites area on the Pearl, so I couldn't get in there to do the special area tour. Okay, and so Anna says the Wonder is much better. Crystal says, or the Pearl. Right, so I did the Pearl once. I'll probably try and get one on another tour, because that actually would be a smart idea. So for anyone else who's tuning in, you haven't heard it, the new cruise announcement is I'll be doing my first Regent cruise and my first cruise to Alaska on the Seven Seas Mariner. That's May 13 for 11 nights, San Francisco all the way up, and then it ends in Vancouver. And I'm taking my mom. How many cruises have I been on? That's a good question. I didn't mention that earlier. I've done 26 cruises. The last one I did was on the Silhouette on Celebrity, which I made a few vlogs on. And so this will be my 27th cruise. I try to do 4 cruises a year now. I think I get fed up after about 4. Any advice for Harmony of the Seas going in September? Go online to their already booked section and have a look at the drink packages and internet packages. Sometimes you get a discount if you book those in advance. Also, if you're interested in shore excursions, you can plug in your cruise information. On my site, I have a link for shore excursions and 2 different companies there, Shore Excursions Group and Shore Trips. They're both reputable companies. And if you go there, you may find the same or similar shore excursions, and typically they're smaller groups and cheaper than what you get straight through the cruise lines. And that applies on most cruise lines, not just Royal Caribbean. Any cruise you're doing, even if you didn't book the cruise with me, you can go to those 2 links on my site and book your excursions. Crystal asks, can I do a cruise to Cuba? I wouldn't say it's the most important thing for me to do. I'm not against doing it. But maybe in the fall time, I think there'll be more cruise ships that start scheduling it. Right now, they only have it on a couple different vessels, like the Norwegian Sky and the Empress of the Seas. The Empress of the Seas is going over to Tampa, so I'm not going to drive all the way over there just to do a little cruise to Cuba. And the Norwegian Sky, I'm not sure if it's staying here or if it's going somewhere else. But I suppose I could go do it on the Sky sometime. But the standard Caribbean cruises that they're running on the Sky or the Empress are selling very cheap, but when they go to Cuba, bang, the rates go way up and they're selling them out. So they're making good business on it. Michael Strikes, what year F a village? I don't understand that question. Let's see here. Alrighty guys, any more questions? Anything you want to ask me about? Alright, well I don't see any more questions coming in, so if you haven't already guys, please make sure to like the video. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe here on the YouTube channel. I think we're around 4,100 or 4,200 subscribers right now. And my goal is to get up to 5,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel by June. So if you can help me with that, make sure you're subscribing, ask your friends. That helps me a lot. Also, make sure to like Affluent Journeys on Facebook. We're just under 2,000 subscribers. I'd like to get the Facebook and the YouTube subscribers about the same, but that'll take some more work to get it going on Facebook. So if you want to see my exclusive promos, etc., that I get on all the best cruise lines, I put them right there on the Affluent Journeys Facebook page. So if you like that, you'll see them come right up in your Facebook feed. I did see a few more questions, so we'll take those and then we'll close it down here for today. Okay, so Mike re-asked his question, what's my favorite cruise line for food and wine, 40 and over crowd? So I'd say Celebrity has a decent food and wine program. If you want to spend more money, I'm going to say Regent is right up there. Also Crystal has an excellent wine program, and Oceania claims to spend more money per passenger on food and dining programs than any other line. Let's see here. I live in Florida. I'm in Miami. In fact, I'm looking right down into Biscayne Bay, and I can see downtown Miami there as well. And DF says, I sailed the Mariner for 12 days, and he loved the ship. Massive space per passenger. The best part is the food. I'm a big foodie, and they knocked it out of the park. So there's a good answer for Michael Strikes. And Wilkie asks, is there any difference in the regular balcony or large balcony? Should you pay extra? I'm not sure what cruise line you're talking about there, but basically, if there's a size difference, there's a price difference according to the size and maybe the location of the room as well. So you just got to decide if that's worth it to you. All right, well, we've been going on for almost half an hour now. I think that's good. It's been a surprisingly good result here for the stream. So this will load up onto YouTube. So if that's of interest to you, you can watch it later. And I wanted to say thanks again for coming into my first stream here. If I get more good feedback on this, then I'll do more of these streams and Q&As and that type of thing as well. So yeah, Harmony of the Seas. So yeah, basically it's just a size difference. You got to decide if it's worth it for you, if you want to pay for the extra square footage. All right, guys, so that'll be all for now. Thanks again for watching, and please stay tuned for the next one.